Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Kit Kat, and today we are building a cozy autumnal cottage, basically, based on that picture there in the left-hand corner of the screen. I was really wanting to build something um, with lots of fall vibes and pumpkins everywhere. And I found that, I think, just on Google. Um, Possibly it was Pinterest. I don't remember. Um, and I really liked it, even though it's like a painting. It's not, it's not an actual house. But I thought that the vibes were really good, so I went with it. It took me a while to figure out the floor plan because the picture is basically just a big square. I'm assuming, obviously, we can't see the entire house in the artwork there, but I was trying to figure out if I wanted any additions on the side, or if I just wanted it to be a big old square. So we went with the big square. I do make a few more adjustments, but it ends up being a 2-bedroom, one bathroom house. It's not a limited pack build. I do have, I think, used quite a few packs for the size of the house, but I tried not to use everything. That foundation there in the platform trim is from, oh my gosh, Outdoor Retreat. It's actually one of my favorite platform trims, or foundation trims, because it's really nice. I wish we had more stone trims that didn't have any thing extra on them. And like in the picture, there's a little like fake dormer there, and then also 2 chimneys because one's just not enough. There's a weird visual glitch on that dormer though. I don't know. There's some kind of roof glitch that is happening lately. So that's why it looks like that. And I do end up painting it, but it doesn't really look great. Oops. That's where I made the chimney too big because I was trying to raise it up. But I really do like the way that this house turned out. The outside, there's not a lot going on in the end, but I do like it a lot. I think it looks really nice, and I really like. Clearly, we're gonna furnish this with a lot of pumpkins and fall vibes. When I was initially building, I didn't have the UI cheats mod in my game, so it, I think, is built in like summer or something from Manage Worlds, but it did take me also a while to figure out what windows to use. The ones on the roof are Discover University, but I don't use a lot of that pack. Just adjusting because I thought that it looked a little too rectangular in the front there. We do use windows from Cottage Living. And a lot of the vibes are Cottage Living. I actually built this in Henford-upon-Bagley. So it is built in the Cottage Living world. And then the front here, I really wanted this like curved roof piece, but I ended up making it a little bit smaller because it's just too wide. I do add lots of those corbels for some detail. I don't often do that, but I really liked the way it looked. I thought about having that step down into the house, but it didn't really work just based on the other rooms that needed to be in there. There we go. That is the shape that we end up going with. And So the floor plan came together pretty easily. Initially just adding windows all over, but I do end up deleting the one that's like in the living area just because I put a fireplace in there. Make it nice and cozy. I do end up changing the color of those corbels to the slightly darker brown because I ended up using the column from Cottage Living, and I just liked the way the darker column looked compared to the lighter version. I think if we hadn't used that, it would have been fine, yeah, I really like this house. If you have like a woodsy family, or maybe like a magical family, you could swap out some of the items to accommodate that. Yeah, I feel like it's very magic-y vibes that you could have in here as well. I also wish you could make columns shorter. That was like one of the issues that I noticed. Also, on this lot, if you are trying to look at the back, it's a little bit difficult because of those trees. It'll just throw the camera into the sky, which is why that happened. So I had to be a little bit careful. It took me a while to figure out what flooring to use out here. I just tried to go with like a concrete that looked like it kind of matched the foundation, and it was not easy. I really wish there was some kind of flooring that came with outdoor retreat that matched. I keep forgetting the name of that pack. That's why there's like a long pause. Use some horse ranch inside. It's a pretty spacious kitchen considering how small the area is. Lots of counter space. And I do kind of adjust that window there in the kitchen because it's clipping with the stove. So it's slightly not matched up with the other items, but I think that ends up being okay. Just so that it didn't clip. It's not super noticeable, at least. And I actually don't think this house has a trash can at all. When I was taking screenshots, I did not realize it. I only noticed after I watched this video through for the first time and saw that I did not put a bin in at all, inside or outside. So if you do download this house, you're going to want to add a trash can. Because it was overlooked, even though because I added UI cheats back into my game so that I could change it to autumn when I was taking screenshots. I could have noticed then, but I didn't. You know how it just happens, where you just don't remember. But yeah, this is a 2-bedroom house, 1 bathroom. Lots of cottage living and horse ranch in here. I think that it is a fairly limited pack build, I think. I think I do a pretty good job of trying not to use too many packs. I do use the Book Nook kit as well, because here in the living room I'll add a built-in shelves along next to the fireplace. That initial dining room table is from Cats and Dogs, but I do switch it out for the Cottage Living round dining table just because I think it fits a little bit better in the space. And weirdly, considering how small this house is, it took me a really long time to build it. I think it was about 3 hours. just kind of unnecessary, but it is what happened, so. I think that the floor plan, it definitely took me the longest. Like, we're about almost halfway through the video, and we're just now decorating the inside. So it did take me a really long time to make some decisions, and the curtains were really bothering me as well. Like, the curtain situation with cottage living and horse ranch is not ideal. I do use curtains from Movie Hangout. That's what those curtains in the living room are. So if you don't have that pack, you're just missing the curtains. I don't think there's anything else from that pack. The color scheme in the house is largely like earthy tones and like blues and greens. The bedrooms are kind of like orangey and yellow, which kind of matches the autumnal vibes. We do use seasons obviously in this pack because that is the pack that has lots of fall decor. And it's finally feeling like fall here, autumn. If you're not American, you probably say autumn. But it's finally feeling cooler here. Earlier this week it got a little warm, but today it is, I think the high is like in the 60s, which is something in Celsius. I think it might be like the upper teens in Celsius. I'm not 100% sure because I don't use Celsius. But it's finally being cozy here. I've had like a blanket on my lap and even turned the heat on because I get really cold. But yeah, it's so nice. I love fall. It's like my favorite season. Weirdly followed next by winter, probably because allergies are a lot better during winter. And I really like I don't hate the cold. I like being warm, so I like it being cold outside because I can just bundle up and, you know, be really toasty inside. Which happens a lot because I actually am almost always cold even in the summer, unless I'm like outside and sweating. But yeah, I really like fall. It's just really cute, and I love pumpkin everything. Always a good thing in my book. It takes me a while to clutter these counters, even though there are only 2 of them. Just having some issues fitting things. Oh, I think that that like clotted cream and berries situation, that is probably one of the only things that I use from the Home Chef Hustle kit. Because those plates are from like Horse Ranch, and all the other things on the counters are from Horse Ranch and Cottage Living. So, you know, if you don't have that kit yet, or game pack, stuff pack. Oh my goodness, I forget that we got blessed with a stuff pack. If you don't have that stuff pack, you're not missing out on much in terms of what I use in the house. Oh my gosh, I live near a high school, and their marching band must be practicing in the parking lot because it's been very noisy all morning. It's like 11:30 now. I doubt you can hear it, but you never know. So yeah, now just putting in lots of pumpkins and, you know, autumnal looking things to make the vibes really nice in the living space. Here in the bathroom, we do use some cats and dogs stuff. I think that all the bathroom fixtures are actually from Cats and Dogs. The tub, the toilet, and the sink end up being from that pack. Because I think they just look really nice in there. But if you don't have cats and dogs, then you know, can replace it with some other items that are a little bit, you know, more basic. because we do have some stuff in the game that is similar. I just really liked how they all matched together, and then like the blue vibes that I do use. Never mind, I use the Home Chef Hustle stuff pack in the bathroom as well with that tile, because I thought it looked really nice. Because it sort of brings in like the autumn vibes and the blues and browns. It's really pretty. There are a couple of packs that I use where I only use one thing. I think that goes for I think that cabinet is from Parenthood. It matched the sink really well though. And then in the bathroom as well, the like hand towel is from what's the name of it? Oh my goodness, the Generations pack. Growing Together. It's from Growing Together. And I think that's the only thing from that pack that is used in there. So in the bedroom, I end up using this really cute, like that plaid orangey yellow bed from Cottage Living, and I think it looks really cute. There's not a lot of space in that bedroom or either of the bedrooms, so there's not a ton of things in there, but I do think it looks really nice in there. There probably could have been another plant in the corner by the door or something, because that space is empty. There's no space for a bedside table because of where the door is. But overall, I think it looks really cute in there. Lots of mustardy orange. Cats and dog curtains, and then the little ottoman there too is from Cats and Dogs. So I guess we use quite a few things from Cats and Dogs, along with those rugs by the front door and in the bathroom are both from Cats and Dogs. Using a single rug from the Werewolves pack. Because I wasn't trying to do a limited pack build. Oh, I use the Werewolves rug in the living room, and then in the bedroom, that rug is from Growing Together. So 2 things from Growing Together. Yeah, I really like this bedroom. I think it's cute. There's not a lot of things in there, like I said, but it's simple. It's move-in ready, especially if you like fall vibes. And yeah, I just think it looks really nice. Quite happy with it. That lamp is also from Cats and Dogs. I think I built this last week. I don't know why. I can't remember what I put in here. But I hadn't done any building for a while outside of my Twitch channel, so I thought that I would give it a shot, and I really, really liked the photo that I found. I've also been having problems with my Better Build Buy mod. Like Move Objects keeps getting turned off. So that's why there was a little bit of a problem when I was trying to place that plant initially. And then I did change it to, I kept adjusting the size. So this bedroom is just a single bed, and then we do have a desk here. I used the desk from the Werewolves pack, so 2 items from that pack. Because it's just like, it's a nice size, like it's a small 1 tile sized desk, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. And then the computer from Cottage Living as well. But yeah, I think it just goes really well. So if you don't have that pack, I think it's only just those 2 items that I use, so it's not a huge deal if you don't have it. I think I do end up using more packs when I am furnishing the outside or decorating the outside, because by the front door in that original photo, there are a bunch of pumpkins, but also on the steps there are a lot of like plants and flowers, and so I use quite a few different packs for just that space, because I wanted to fill it in with plants that looked nice together, but also, you know, kind of had that autumnal vibe. The curtains in this room were giving me issues, as you can tell. I think I do end up using the seasons curtains. I thought about using the ones with the leaves, but then changed my mind. Yeah, this room is like brown and yellow, and the other one was like orange and yellow and green. So trying to like keep a similar vein of color throughout, but not married to it specifically. It took me a little while to figure out what to put in this room above the bed. I really did like the that sunflower painting, but I ended up using another one from Horse Ranch, and just a different swatch. There might be a single item used as well from the clutter kit. Oh, it's really funny to watch this back and just, oh no, I used the bags from the clutter kit. We're good, we're good. Everyday clutter. 2 things. But it's funny to just watch and see the single item that I used, because like I said, this isn't a limited pack build. I was just trying to build a house that felt very autumnal. So here we're moving back to the outside to finish up the build. I hate that glitch where you try to pick something up that's on the roof and it just flies away. I hate it. Oh my goodness. But it's okay. We dealt with it. So here I'm just trying to figure out what the little or the bigger chimney should look like. I do place a chess table outside, so there's like 2 skill building objects along with the computer. And there's no TV or like stereo in the house. I probably should have had something like that, but I didn't end up putting it anywhere. So if you want that, you can add it in later, because sometimes stereos are really annoying anyway, because they'll just turn them on and leave them on, and then if it's like in the bedroom, it'll wake them up. It's terrible. It's really frustrating. But here we are, just finding pumpkins and placing them all over the front yard. I imagine if you had this many pumpkins in your front yard that were like, you know, not growing, that it would start smelling really bad when they started to rot. Although I'm not sure how long it takes like just regular pumpkins to rot. I used to house sit for friends of my mom, and they would usually go to like Florida after Thanksgiving or after Halloween or around Halloween. I can't really remember, but one time they had left a pumpkin in like their planter box, and I just didn't think about it, and it was there for such a long time, because I usually stayed at their house until like they'd like come home for Christmas usually, but then I go back in like January, and I think it might have been there for like 3 months. And I just didn't think about it because it's not my house. I didn't put that pumpkin there. So I ended up having to get like a shovel from their garage to get it out of the planter box because it was so rotted I couldn't like pick it up. If you hear any noises in the background, it's my cat, Remus, sneezing. He has a little bit of some kind of like allergies or a cold or something that makes him sneeze. So yeah, just adding in a bunch of plants. Like, I was looking for things that were like orange and yellow, and I guess in the fall some of these flowers won't look as nice. Oh, the cat came closer, so you definitely will hear him. Out here I added those vines and ivy from like Cottage Living, and then also from he sneezed on me. Also from Discovery University, which I think are those corner pieces there from Discovery University Debug. It took me forever to decide on a flower box to use because the original picture has that flower box there. And I'll pop it up again at the end so that you can kind of see them side by side. But it just took me a while because, I don't know, it just does. And I really wish I could have used like a trim along the like roof line, but because there's no second floor, it doesn't let you. Oh, I think those are the only things I use from high school years are those little ladder vines. So I just thought that they looked really cool. I should have on the right side used ones that go like all the way up, but I didn't. I think a single thing from laundry day is that planter basket, the one with the 3 plants all like together. Oh, Remus decided to come even closer. He wants to sit on my lap. Just lots of plants everywhere. That is another thing that took me a while just to figure out what plants to place here. But we are getting pretty close to finishing the build. I end up placing some trees around, and then in the end with the oh my goodness, with the trees and the plants, you'll see that the more autumnal vibes with the trees changing leaf colors and things like that. But yeah, really close to being done. Not much happening in the back. Add some bushes in the end one. But yeah, and the terrain paint will look a little bit different in the slideshow of images at the end, just because when I place this in Autumn with a sim there, it deleted my terrain paint because of course it did, and I hadn't or I had uploaded it, but as soon as I placed it, it deleted it, so that was really annoying. I wish they'd fix that. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that if you are also in autumn, that you're having a lovely autumn. With, you know, Halloween coming up, we might do a couple of scary, haunted-looking builds soon. But I don't know. I'm really enjoying the autumn vibes of building right now. And if you want to check out my Twitch channel, I build on there every so often, but we do play a lot of Sims gameplay there. I do have a shell challenge out right now, which I'll link to the Twitter post in the description below. So if you want to check it out, it's shaped like a bat because I chose chaos, and that's what happened. But it's due at the end of October if you're interested. But yeah, really close to the end of the build. I'll pop that reference picture up again at the end, and yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss any other updates, and I will see you later. Bye.